Since 2001, USAID has sent a staggering $2.9 billion to India. In just past 2 decades, over $650 million have been sent into so-called developmental programs. But when foreign money flows into a nation's political and social institutions, it rarely comes out without conditions. Much of this funding is directed towards NGO, think tanks, and media organizations. These groups claim to promote development, governance, and human rights, but what really is going on in India? Or is this for someone else? Now let's look USAID's influence in other parts of the world, because this isn't the first time that USAID has been accused of political interference. In Ukraine 2014, USAID-backed groups allegedly supported opposition forces that overthrew President Viktor. What was presented as support for democracy ended in chaos and regime change. More recently, in Bangladesh 2024, USAID-backed organizations worked to undermine Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's government, and within few days of her removal, USAID rushed into the fund new leadership. Democracy building or regime manipulation? What is this? And now the similar patterns are showing in India. Recent reports indicate that USAID has been actively funding groups involved in electoral awareness campaigns, media training, and political discussions in India. While these initiatives sound harmless, they certainly shape how people think, vote, and react to political events. Foreign funded NGOs in India have been a long-term security threat. In 2023, the government flagged several organizations receiving questionable foreign funds, influencing protests and policy decisions. Even US officials openly discuss the importance of strengthening the democracy in India. But why is foreign nation interested in shaping our democracy? This is again in news because in 2024, the US government through USAID allocated around $21 million to India, just months before the general elections. The official reason? Supporting democracy and governance. But is this really just aid or an attempt to shape the India's political landscape? President Donald Trump suggested that this allocation might be a part of a kickback scheme, raising questions about its true intent. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar described these allegations as concerning and worrisome, emphasizing that while USAID operates in India under good faith, any activities conducted in bad faith are unacceptable. He stated, if there's something to it, then the country should know who the people are involved in it. Foreign aid has always been a subject of debate. Does it genuinely support development, or does it come with strategic interests attached? The recent $21 million USAID funding to India raises important questions. With past allegations of political interference in other nations, concerns over its true intent are valid. As discussions continue, transparency remains the key. Who is being funded? What are the conditions? And how does it impact India's democratic process? These are the questions that deserve answers.